Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to create a star rating using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. When you hover over the star, they will light up. We'll also have a space where you can type your thought about what you are rating. It's like a mini review section where you can share your experience. Here we have a div element with the class container. Now let's add some CSS. We set the universal style for all the element. Let's style the HTML and the body element. Here we use CSS grid for layout with items that center both vertically and horizontally, and the background color is set to black. Let's style the container. Here we set a fixed width of 400 pixels, a dark background color, some padding and border with rounded corner. Flexbox is used to center its content both vertically and horizontally, arranging items in a column. Inside the container, we have another div element with the class post. Here the display is set to none. The div element with the class text that contains the message "Thanks for rating us." Here we set the font size, color and the font weight. Next we have another div element with the class edit that provides an option to edit the rating. Here we set the font size to 16 pixels, position the element absolutely with 5 pixels from the top and 16 pixels from the right. The color of the text is set to medium gray color and a font weight of 500. The cursor is set to pointer. Now let's set to hover. Here the text decoration is set to underline. Here we have a div element with the class star widget. Inside the star widget div, there are 5 sets of input radio buttons, each corresponding to a star rating from 1 to 5. Here we input the font awesome icon library from a CDN. Each input is accompanied by a label that displays a star icon from a font awesome. Now let's hide the radio input element for the star rating widget. Now let's style a label. Here we have a font size of 40 pixels, a dark gray color and 10 pixels of padding. They are floated to the right for horizontal alignment, and the transition property ensures a smooth animation. When an unchecked star is hovered, or when a series of unchecked stars is hovered, they change the color to a light yellow color. Next, we have a check star that also changes the color to light yellow color. If the fifth star is checked, first of all, let's add the form element. Here we have a text area element that allows user to input text to describe their experience. It has a placeholder attribute to provide the hint to the user. Next, we have a button that allows user to submit their feedback. Now, if the fifth star is checked, it changes color to a special shade of yellow color and gain a text shadow effect. Here we change the text display in a header element. When the user selects the first star that is hate it, the header display I just hate it. When the user selects the second star, the header display I don't like it. When the user selects the third star, the header display it is awesome. When the user selects the fourth star, the header display I just like it. When the user selects the fifth star, the header display I just love it. Here we hide the form element within the container by default. When any input within the container is checked, it makes the form element visible. Here we set the width to 100%, font size to 25 pixel, color to a light yellow color, font weight to 500, and add some margin for spacing. The alignment is centered and there is a transition effect applied. Now let's try the text area. Here we set a fixed width of 100 pixel and ensure it fills the width. Here the text area itself has its outline removed, a light grey color text color, a dark grey border and a dark background. Here padding is applied to give some spacing around the text, and the font size is set to 17 pixel. Resize is disabled to prevent user from sizing the text area. Now let's take the button element. Here we set the height to 45 pixel, width to 100% and the margin 15 pixel and 0. Now let's target the button element within the button class. Here we set the height and width to 100%. We set some border. Outline is set to none. Background is set to grey color. And here we set some font size, font weight, and the text transform to uppercase. Cursor is set to pointer, and here we apply a smooth transition effect. Now let's set hover. Here we change the background color of the button, which is slightly darker shade of grey color. Let's set JavaScript. Here we select the first button element in the document. Next, we select the element with the class post. Next, we select the element with the class start widget. And again, we select the element with the class edit. Here we assign a click event handler to the button element so that when the button is clicked, the following action occurs. So that it hides the element with the class start widget and display the element with the class post. Next, we assign a click event handler to the edit button. Display the element with the class start widget again and hide the element with the class post. And we prevent the default behavior of the button click element. So that's it for today's video. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tutorials.